Now, before I get into my first session, what happened, I just want to start by saying that I pay for all of my sessions myself. Actually, that's a lie, because my grandma treated me to my first one, bless her. But yeah, I'm not being paid to do this video. This is a decision I made for me. I am overweight, I am not happy, so let's get into it. So yeah, my grandma and my auntie Debbie actually started Slimming World before I did, and they were going to a session and they'd been going for a few weeks, and when they announced that they were going to start and asked if anyone wanted to come, I was so tempted, but then I started thinking about money and I started thinking about like schedules, and we were still in the summer holidays and I didn't really fancy going with 2 kids, let alone 1, to be honest. But I sort of put it off, and then when we'd been on holiday to Centre Parks and we got back and we got Bill into a routine, I was like, right, I'm going to start. And my grandma and Debbie really encouraged me to come, and they were like, go on, you'll be fine, you'll be great, you'll love it, do it for yourself, you know, you deserve to take some time out now and focus on yourself. So I felt really excited, and I admit I did have a hand to hold, and if you can go together, then obviously like there's power in numbers and you will feel more confident. And excuse my chatty little daughter who sat in her chair next to me, she will be cooing throughout this video, I can only apologise, but this is real motherhood for you. So I went with them and I was really nervous, and I remember saying in the car, like, I'm dead nervous, I don't want to know what I weigh, and I'm worried that they're going to judge me and they don't know what it's like. And they were like, Charlotte, you've got nothing to worry about. So we walked in and we were greeted by a lovely lady who sort of, you know, understood the situation that I was new and said, right, come on love, come and have a sit down with me on this table and you two can go and get weighed. So I sat on this table. She said, well, wait a minute and see if there are any newbies that are coming as well as you. And there were 2 more women. And it was so relaxed. There were free tea and coffee if you wanted one, and everyone was chatting around me, getting weighed and stuff, and it seemed really friendly. Even more so because my group is made up of like 80% like old ladies, so it's dead cute, I love it. So we were sat at this table and she starts going through everything to know about Slimming World, and we all got given one of these, which is our packs, and inside you get 4 booklets basically. Now the first one is love food optimizing, and this tells you basically, it's like kind of like a rule book, although I would say Slimming World's not really a rule kind of diet. I don't even think it's a diet, I think it's a lifestyle in all honesty. And it will tell you about like free foods and your healthy extras and speed foods and getting started and sins. So there's a big catalogue of sins at the back, so you can sort of cross-reference your favourite biscuit or your favourite bread and find out, like, you know, what the sins are going to be. And it was just really interesting going through this. We spent most of the time talking about this, and I was so worried that I wouldn't get it. Like, I thought it sounded mental when I heard of people talk about healthy extras and stuff. I kind of understood what it was, but I didn't know how you worked it out or anything like that. But it was so simple. And then obviously at the back it will tell you like your personal progress record, like your weight loss and things like that as you go. Then the other book is a everyday extra easy one, and this is your get started and keep going guide with hunger-free weight loss success. And these are ideas for breakfasts and lunches and dinner, and I just feel like if I'm ever stuck in a rut and I don't know what to think, like I can't think of anything to have for tea, then this is a really good place to just have a nosy. So there's that one as well. Then there was Love Life, Love Body Magic. Now this is like, Slimming World is obviously a healthy eating sort of diet and program, if you will, but they do promote being fit and healthy, and how, you know, body magic is what they call it. If you know, keep fit, get out and about, go for walks every day, you're obviously going to aid your weight loss and improve your health as well. So that's all about, like, you know, why you should do like exercise and things like that and keep active. And then the final one is love friendship, love your slimming world group, and this is just all about inspiration. Like at the start I really like this where it says would you love, and it's kind of like things to remind yourself of, and it says would you love to slim more easily than you ever thought possible, to eat and enjoy real food that will satisfy your appetite, to feel good about yourself, to lose weight, to embrace life, to love the way you look, to wear what you want to wear. And it's just like, if I ever have a day where I just want to face plant a bowl of really buttery creamy mashed potato, then this is what I turn to. That said, you can still eat mashed potato on Slimming World. And it also comes with a few pamphlets like the Slimming World food range, which is at Iceland, and then whether or not you want to be a consultant, but that's kind of just bump, isn't it? And then there's also some food diaries that you can fill in. Now I haven't actually been doing these because I've not found it too difficult yet, but they're there if I want to use them, or I'm struggling to lose weight and I need to keep track of what my mistakes might be and things like that. So that is everything that you get in this booklet, and we went through all of this, and then we joined the rest of the group and we started the session really. Now normally you would do image therapy, which is like going round and chatting to everyone about their losses or their gains and talking about why we think we've lost more or gained more and getting inspiration and things like that. And then we'll talk about like tips for, you know, food and how to cook, or recipes that people have been loving, which I think is a really nice aspect of it. And then at the end I got weighed, and I went up to the front. Everyone else has gone by then because we got weighed at the end just because that's what new people do. And I went up and I stood on those scales and I found out my number and I felt a little bit sick, but then I actually thought, you know what, I'm doing something about it. I'm here and I'm trying, and that was the best part. Like I knew that it was going to be alright because I was going to be able to lose this and I was going to try. So she wrote my weight down in my book and she did not bat an eyelid, and all that happened after that was what my target would be and what I would like to achieve. So I said 3 stone because then I'm in sort of a healthier weight bracket. I might lose 3 stone and be a lot slimmer than I actually think I'll be, because I'm already a size 14 and they say it's a stone a dress size, so we'll see. And you can adjust your target at any time if you feel like, you know, you're happy with where you are and you're confident and that's where you want to stop. And that was it. There was really nothing to be afraid of whatsoever, and I just thought I would do this because I kind of wish I found something like this so I knew what was going to happen and be a bit prepared. Now obviously every group is different and they might do things in slightly different orders and things like that, but it was just really good. And then obviously while you're there as well, you can buy things like hi-fi bars, which are a sort of sin-friendly snack, if you will, and they're really good as well. And you know, cookery books and things like that. I recently bought the Slimming World Curry Club book, so I will let you know what I think of that when I've used it a little bit. But it's just, I absolutely loved it, and I've had my first weigh in, and I'm going to do another video about my first week, how I found it and how much I have lost. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Sorry about the background noise, but she's a vocal one, is my little girl. And if you've got any questions or anything like that, leave them down below and I will do my best to answer them when my children let me. But have a lovely day and I'll see you next time. Bye.